Did you press? Okay, so for Hey guys, Diane here, and today I'm going to be going over Seed by Ania Ahlborn. I'll be giving you a spoiler-free review and just giving you my thoughts and whether or not you should read it. Okay, so for a quick synopsis of Seed, it starts out with a family of four, Jack and his wife and their two daughters. And they're driving home from somewhere that night. They live in Louisiana. It's real dark, and so they're driving home. They accidentally hit some sort of creature. They're not really sure what it is. It's creepy, but they don't really know what it is. And so this accident triggers like a lot of different things. So it triggers some repressed memories that he's been holding back of his childhood. It also triggers a change in his little 6-year-old Charlie. Fun fact, I almost named one of my daughters Charlie. Anyways, so it triggers some like odd and strange behavior in Charlie, and they don't really know what's going on. And this is just the beginning of the end, basically. It's just a waterfall of strange happenings, and their life is just spiraling out of control after this in a lot of different ways. So yeah, it just gets really crazy from there, and the story just gets nuts. Okay, so the length of this book is 241 pages. I listened to it on Audible, and it was about 6 hours, but it felt shorter than that. I was thinking this book was like 175. That's how it felt anyway. But the pacing was really spot on. Like it just goes. I don't remember a lot in this book. Maybe I'm blind to any of Ania Ahlborn's flaws, if she has any, but I just felt the flow was really easy. It was so easy to listen to. I feel like even if I would have read it, I would have sped through this book. If you've seen the cover, it's amazing. But I felt like everything was just really, it just flew by. It just flew from one crazy thing to the next crazy thing, and it was just great. Okay, so as far as the characters go, I really liked the characters. I liked the little kids. They were super cute. They were super creepy, but I liked the family dynamic. I liked the marriage. They had a pretty good marriage. She was pretty supportive of Jack. He's a struggling musician, but she was still there for him. She was still trying to help him, achieve his dream with even no matter how long it was taking, because it's been a while. So like I said, there's not a whole lot of characters. There's basically the family, and then we have his bandmate, which I forget his name, but he's pretty cool. He's like the uncle to their children, and then we have her parents, which are not cool. But as far as characters go, I really like how Anya Ahlborn always, she doesn't like slack on anybody. Everybody feels like a 3D, like a person. So I really enjoy that part. Okay, so for standout moments and twists, there were a lot of standout moments. Like when I was doing this review, I was like, oh, I forgot about that. But there's a lot of standout moments. There's some twists, none that I can really recall being like too thrown off by. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've read this book, but there are definitely some standout moments that I think of. There's some really creepy parts to this book that were so fun to read or to listen to. And this might be one of my favorite Anya Ahlborn books. I mean, I haven't read all of them, but this is definitely, and I read that was her first novel, which was like absolutely shocking to me because this is so solid and so scary. It's just shocking that that was like her first try. Like, who does that? But yeah, so the stand-up moments, there are definitely some stand-up moments that I think that you'll remember. So if you couldn't tell, I really enjoyed this book. I loved it. I liked how it was really scary. It was really atmospheric. This is like a Southern Gothic horror, which is probably my favorite to read. And it was just really scary. There were some really scary moments in it. As far as who I would recommend this to, I'd probably recommend it to more people who like obviously Ania Ahlborn or good horror stories. It's pretty short. It's not too. It has some disturbing content for sure, and it is some body horror. So I mean, like I've kind of said in my videos before, if you're looking at this video or if you're looking at any of videos on my channel, you kind of already know there's going to be disturbing content in every single book I recommend. There's not going to be a book I recommend that isn't disturbing and doesn't have disturbing crazy stuff going on it. So but I would honestly recommend this to maybe not someone that's brand new to horror. I don't really know a lot of people. I don't know. I recommend stuff to my book club that I'm on online, but those people I already know are into the same thing. So, like I said, I'm not gonna really recommend this to someone that's in my daily life because, like I said, I know like 3 people and none of them are cool. So, no, I'm just kidding. But as far as recommendation, I'd honestly probably just recommend this to anybody who's looking for a good Southern Gothic horror. It's short. It's 241 pages, which is, you can read that in a day. You should read it in a day. But I think for this book, I want to give it a 10, honestly, because it was so good. And there's nothing that I can find that was wrong with it. I feel it's so short that I'm like, should I give it a 10? But it feels like a 10 to me. So that's what I'm going to give it because it's my channel and I do what I want. No, I'm just kidding. But, so yeah, I give that a 10. And if you haven't checked out Ania Ahlborn, if you haven't checked out Seed yet, you should definitely just drop what you're doing and read it, order it, get it from your library. Which you probably can't because if it's like my library, they don't really have an extensive horror section. So yeah, but just find it wherever you can. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. And if you have any recommendations for me or if you want to talk more about the book, I would love that. So just we'll see you later.